I want you to listen.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing this skull Halloween makeup look with a little bit of SFX makeup in it as well. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So basically, I'm starting off by taking an eyeliner pencil and just mapping out where I want the like slice in the face to be and where I want to put the eye socket. I think your best bet for doing this part would be to pull up a reference photo of a skull or someone with skull makeup and use that as an idea of where you want to put it on your own face and where you want to map things out so that it looks right. Yeah, so I'm just doing it with the pencil first, and then I'm going in with water activated face paints or body paints to fill in the eye socket area. Then I'm going in with a white face paint to fill in the rest of that side of my face. I went in with a sponge afterwards too, just to dab out some of the streak marks that the brush left behind. Okay, so one of the special effects techniques I'm going to show you is by using nose and scar wax. This stuff is really cool. It's a little bit easier to work with, but it's not really that durable, so I don't necessarily recommend using this if you're like going to a Halloween party because it's probably just going to fall off your face, but it could be good in some scenarios, so that's why I'm showing you anyway. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking a little piece of it and rolling it up into a little log shape to start. Then I'm going in and applying a little bit of spirit gum to the area that I want to put it on so that it has something to stick to. Make sure you tap the spirit gum because that kind of like activates the stickiness to it. And yeah, I took the little piece of the wax and laid it on top of the spirit gum, and now I'm just going in with my fingers to smooth out one side of it so that it looks like it's actually my skin. So I'm just blending that one edge out. Having a little bit of moisturizer or makeup remover or something on your fingers makes the process easier because it can stick to your fingers a bit, so having something oily on them helps to smooth it out a lot easier. And then afterwards, I went in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette because it has some cool tone browns and black in it and stuff. And I just started doing a little bit of shading around that as well so that it looks a little bit more realistic. I used mostly a cool toned brown and black to do this. So now I'm going back in with my black face paint and I'm starting to map out the shape of the teeth. Again, use a reference photo for this. That's what I do. I had a photo up on my phone the whole time I was doing this, and it takes some practice to figure it out, but it's honestly not too bad. You're kind of just doing little triangles as teeth, and yeah. Afterwards, I went back in with those same eyeshadows and was just doing a bit of shading in between the teeth to make it look a little bit more realistic. Now I'm going in and mapping out the shape of the cheekbone, and then I'm going in with more black face paint and a mix of eyeshadow to kind of just blend it out, because I like the look of where it just kind of fades away. So yeah, I'm also outlining the rest of my face with black, and then I'm gonna go back in with that same eyeshadow palette and start doing some shading around the face. I find that what is gonna make your skull look the best is adding in a little bit of shading. It starts to give it some actual shape and look more 3D, and a little bit more realistic. I almost forgot to do the nose, so here's me drawing the nose on too. And then I also filled that in with the same body paint, and I used black eyeshadow on top just to deepen it a little bit more. So now I'm going in with my second technique for doing the lifted skin part. This is going to be using liquid latex and cotton. I just use cotton rounds and I rip them up, but it's a lot easier if you have like cotton balls, because the cotton isn't as like dense. It's easier to work with, but I couldn't find mine, so I'm using cotton pads. And then I also have just little disposable wedges that I'm using to apply the liquid latex. And basically what you're going to want to do is apply a layer of the liquid latex to the area, put a little bit of cotton along that like slice in your face, and then put more liquid latex on top of it. And then from there you can kind of morph it into the shape that you want. So I'm layering it a little bit more on the side where the skull makeup is, so that I can then use my little palette knife to kind of lift it and make it look like the skin is lifted up on that side, if that makes any sense at all. And then on the other side of where I'm applying the cotton, I'm trying to smooth it out as much as possible so that I can have more of a nice blend into my normal skin tone, because obviously we want this to look like it's our real skin. So yeah, try to make it as thin as possible on the other side so that it can blend into your skin. And basically you're just going to want to keep layering the latex and the cotton until you get the desired effect that you're looking for. I also like to go in with just latex and no cotton onto some of the skin too, to really just blend out where the cotton is into my normal skin, if that makes sense. I'm really bad at explaining stuff. I hope you can at least attempt it with these tips that I'm giving you, or at least maybe just watching me do it makes sense, but yeah. And then I'm going in with some eyeshadow afterwards and just doing the same thing where I'm kind of outlining and shading underneath what's supposed to be like a little flap of skin. Basically what you're gonna do is then wait for the latex to completely dry. I went and did the other half of my face, like the glam side of my face, because my camera battery died, so I had to wait for it to charge. So I did the other side of my face while I waited. I put loose powder on top of it just to kind of set it all and make sure it wasn't super shiny, and then I went in with foundation on top to just cover up the latex and cotton. And now I'm just going in with some more paints that I got from Spirit Halloween. It's like a little stack. It's really good to use for like bruising and irritations and stuff like that, just kind of any like wound makeup. And I also am using a little sponge that you get with the kit usually, and I'm just dabbing on some purple and red tones to kind of just make the skin look irritated all along the slice. Once I've done that, I'm going in with some fake blood, and I'm using my little palette knife just to make it look like it's underneath that little flap of skin and make it look a little bit more realistic. Alright, so now that you've got your final touches of blood on there, you're basically done with this makeup look. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I hope it made a little bit of sense that maybe you'd be able to recreate it if you wanted to. Send me a picture if you do. I want to know how it went. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to give this video a like if you liked it. Subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me. And I will see you in another video soon.